welcome back to the Pre-Bet Show, episode 17. Holy shit, we got a bunch of stuff to talk about. I mean, right off the rip, we had to kind of hold ourselves because we were excited that John Morton got canned. Absolutely gone.
Yeah.
I mean, it was written in the stone, or whatever, in the sand, written in the
Yeah.
stars. As soon as Dan Campbell had to bust out the glasses and start play calling, about week 5 or 6, there it was like, oof. I mean, you called it. I mean, after the first 2 games, obviously we blistered the Bears right off the rip, so that kind of gave us some hope. But then those next couple of wins, they were just not in any type of winning fashion that we were used to. No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. No. No. No rhythm. No. It's just the funk. You know.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. There was just no confidence in the play calling, and obviously
No.
Dan took over. But you could tell that it was just too much for him. Like he did
Well,
great at
yeah.
first, but it's really.
Well, you
I
got to
know
think
some
about it,
coaches
dude.
can do it. Don't get me wrong. Some coaches are good play callers, but they had been doing it before they got that position. Dan Campbell wasn't a play caller before he got the head coach. He was like a tight ends coach and all of this stuff. So, and he only got
Yeah.
he took over for Miami when their coach got fired and everybody voted him in. So he had 5 or 6 games at the end of that season, 10 years ago, and then eventually he just popped up. Now I love it. He's great. He's awesome. But back to the play calling, it's like he is doing too much to focus on too many jobs. He needed an offensive coordinator, and he didn't get one. They didn't. John Morton was not the guy.
Yeah.
Clearly, it wasn't because the Broncos are doing just fine without him. Because he was their OC last year, and now that he's gone, holy smokes, they're just
Yeah.
twice as good.
Yeah. Like
You
kind
know,
of like you were just talking about there. I was actually gonna say that before you said it. Um. Yeah. It's the writing was on the wall,
hmm
and Dan Campbell, I think, like you said, it was. I mean, yeah, head coach. Yes, There's tons of other head coaches that call plays and do everything, but they were doing that before they were head coach, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
It was a
like,
second skill.
yeah. So Dan Campbell, I mean, he's got to worry about the play calling. He's got to worry about,
Keeping
okay, do I
people's
like this?
emotions. Yeah,
Yeah, do I like this play on defense? Yay or nay? Oh, okay, he's ultimately he's the guy that likes to play or doesn't. I mean, he's the head coach, so doesn't that isn't that how that works?
yeah.
Like,
Essentially, the way that Dan has worked in the past few years. He let Ben Johnson do his thing. He let Aaron Glenn do his thing. But he was always supervising. He was keeping. He's a good emotional coach. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be your guy. He's gonna be the guy he'll talk you through it. He's got a loaded speech for everything, and he's ready to go with that. So I mean, he's a good head coach. I don't think
yeah,
he's
yeah,
and like we said, like I was kind of saying earlier, he started out great, but you could tell that it was becoming taxing on him because he was
mhm,
mentally having to worry about the defense too. Where an offensive coordinator needs to focus on just the offensive coordinating, and obviously we'll never know what was going on behind doors until we start
yeah,
looking at some Twitter, seeing if any of
right,
the Lions players are like peace. But yeah, no, that was the one firing we were looking forward to the most, and it happened. You know, and I don't know if you got my message earlier. I'm a little nervous.
yeah. Oh, Miami there, right? Is that the message you're talking
Oh,
about?
yeah, Miami. We'll get to him
Okay.
in a minute, but I was sticking with the Lions. I heard the person that we've brought in so far to interview for offensive coordinator is David Blau. Now, I don't know if you remember that name, but he was a backup for Stafford for 3 or 4 years. And without doing any research right now, I have no idea where he's been since, you know, he quit football. Has he Has he been a QB coach or something somewhere? Like I don't, until I want to hear it from them
Um,
themselves. But
that's
I
a good question, JP.
yeah, like where did he go? Because obviously he hasn't been on the Lions for a while, and he hasn't subbed in at all the last couple years. So he's definitely not on. He could be on a practice squad somewhere, but I don't see why you would bring somebody off a practice squad to be your offensive coordinator. So I'm just, I don't know where he's been. Has he
I
been? Did he go right into coaching? Because some players do. Some
yeah.
they start off at the bottom. Like, hey, I'm a wide receiver assistant or something. And the water boy for the wide receiver group.
See, I heard well, I heard that the Lions are interested in this is allegedly now. We're interested in him, and then a lot of talk. All the fuss has been on Miami's head
Oh,
coach.
McDaniel.
But I don't know if you know this. I I don't know if he's let go yet or what, but the offensive coordinator for Kansas City, he said that this is allegedly now, that he is not coming back either whether he gets a head coaching job or not. He said he's not coming back to Kansas City. So I don't know if that's just rumor talk, allegedly
Right.
now. So,
Yeah.
but I did hear that today. So, I mean, Dan Campbell is a Miami guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's got love for that coach that got let go for Miami, I guess. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of very curious to see who's going to be the OC for Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of it's kind of a little scary to even think right now. A lot of good, but you have to get the. I mean, if you got the best offensive coordinator available, do you take him now or do you wait?
Yeah, that's a good question.
So I'm glad I don't have to make that call.
Yeah. Yeah. No, for
But
sure.
I mean, what about the? This is completely out of talk here, but what about the the coach for Seattle, the offensive coordinator? Is he staying in Seattle after?
Having a good. I don't know. I haven't heard of who all is people are interested in because it's only been the first few days. So like
Yeah, I mean, that
I
would
have
be
no
a.
idea who's leaving and who's not leaving at the moment. All I know
I'm
is who's
sure.
been fired.
I'm sure. Yeah, yeah. There's
But yeah,
quite a
no,
big shakeups this year.
yeah. I mean, since we were kind of talking about McDaniel, getting fired from the Dolphins, we can move to him now. That we just absolutely slaughtered John Morton.
Yeah.
20 minutes of just putting it in.
Well, he deserved it, bro.
And yeah, I
So
know he
it's not.
oversold himself.
He did. We got to do better.
Yep. Now
So
Mike McDaniel, the goofball from the Dolphins, he had a high-powered offense
yeah.
and never really got a decent defense together. And
Who, me?
unfortunately, people were getting hurt, and they were happy that they were hurt because they hated playing for him. I don't. They just didn't have like a backbone, or you know what I mean. So you don't get that vibe of I'm being coached. You're like, hey, I'm hanging out with my coach. You know what I mean? If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
And I'm,
I don't really like the idea of that guy, dude. I don't think he's got the. This is me thinking.
mm,
I just he seems like the coach that is not gonna get. The locker room's not gonna, respect him. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
I
it
don't
just
know.
doesn't have a personality. You know what
Like
I
he's
mean?
not a tough guy. It seems like he seems like a soft guy, like compared to to Dan Campbell.
Oh yeah.
Like, you're not running through a brick wall for him, but for Dan Campbell,
Oh
you
yeah.
bet your ass you would, right?
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of one of my points I was saying earlier.
You know?
Just Dan Campbell, he needs to be able to coach because when he's coaching, he gets you focused. That's what he does.
Preach.
He's
Preach.
a coach that will help you focus. Like I said, like he's more like a dad than he is a brother. And McDaniel
Yeah.
just feels like sometimes like the younger brother. Like, oh hey man, can we try this play? You know what I mean. It doesn't feel like we're running this play and you're gonna do this, and if you can't, he's just like, you know, if you get open,
Yeah.
that's cool. He's too relaxed. If that's he just never had a fire lit under him until
Nope.
it was the whole fire. So yeah, he's gone. John Harbaugh from the Ravens. That one, I get it. It's time to move on. But you would have liked to have, I don't know. You would have liked to have seen them have more success this season. This season was an absolute just shell of themselves.
Yeah, that and Lamar. What the hell happened to him, dude? He like this was not his year, dude.
No,
Lamar
he didn't play
Jackson
up to himself, and I
and
mean,
Henry.
and Henry. Yeah, I was just gonna say those first three games where he fumbled each game.
Jeez.
It hurt me in fantasy. Trust me, I felt it personally. It was a
Yeah,
personal attack on my fantasy football team, Mr. Henry.
right.
I should have traded him so you guys could have sucked. But yeah, no, I mean, Lamar just didn't feel like himself. His receiving core didn't feel really prevalent. Zay Flowers had a couple of decent catches. Mark Andrews, I feel like he was, just in the shadows. Nobody heard from him at all. Uh, yeah, I don't know. It was just an absolute collapse, and I guess that's one way to go getting Harbaugh out of there.
Yeah.
I feel
I
like, what's
go
that?
ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I feel like he's gonna probably be the first coach to get a job because he's gonna still coach, and I feel like somebody's gonna take him. He's the belle of the ball, if you would. Uh,
Yeah,
I don't
he's
know where
back.
McDaniel's gonna go. I don't want him to be our offensive coordinator. That's for sure.
I don't either, dude.
So
I don't know.
that would make me sick. That would be a tough watch of NFL next year. Even if we won the Super Bowl, I just like this guy. Can't
I
believe he's my offensive coordinator. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I don't. Oh man, like I said a little while ago, dude, it's kind of like gut wrenching to like who is it gonna be, and like, are we gonna make the right call this time? And like, we gotta also know that you know damn well, um, whoever the OC is going to be. I know that I'm going back to Detroit real quick, but whoever the OC is going to be, you know damn well he's going to be the guy for the long haul. Because you know Dan's not going to want to do this shit again, next year. He's going to want to stick, like you said, to head coaching.
mhm.
Boom. All that other shit, let's focus. Because that window is narrowing now. So, yeah. So I just had to sneak that one in there. So, um, Jim Hardball, like,
John.
what did I say, Jim? Yeah,
Yeah,
John.
it's tough.
Yeah, I know. Uh, yeah, he was good enough, bro. Like he said, he's gonna have a coaching job, whether if he wants it or if he
Yeah,
doesn't.
yeah. I mean, he's always had a sturdy team. He got a Super Bowl.
He had a good long career, man,
Yeah, I
and
mean, same with
and
like Mike Tomlin from the Steelers. I mean,
yeah,
they
yeah.
both were there the same amount of time, and just you know,
But was it just me, or was it once he lost like St. Brown and then Roethlisberger retired? That's when it was, he didn't really have, you know what I mean? Until now, like you see.
Yeah,
You
well,
know,
that was the thing that kept him around was even when the team was like meh, they still had a winning record. Like he hasn't had a losing season. He's had one 8-8 season, but he's never had a losing season.
yeah, I was gonna say he was pretty stout in Pittsburgh, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
So I mean,
his he's gonna have a good. I mean,
if
I'm
I
curious,
think if he wins the Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers, I think they're both gonna retire and run off into the sunset.
dude. The man, I don't know, man. These are some tough teams ahead here, and this is the playoffs. So this is this is when the real football begins. You know what I
Yep,
mean?
and we'll talk about that here in just a minute. Let's get down to the Cardinals quarterback or coach. He got fired. I
Yep,
don't really know
yes,
much
sir.
about him. They
Me
had the whole,
neither.
huh?
I don't know much about him either.
Yeah, maybe, a lot of it had to do with the Kyler Murray situation. I don't even know where to begin with that mess. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Then they just weren't a team I watched a lot of. I didn't have anybody on fantasy on their team, so I just kind of avoided their games this year. Any thoughts?
Yeah. I think they're gonna be happy with whoever they get.
Yeah, yeah. I
To be
mean, it's
honest.
not like they have a loaded roster or anything. They got like two or three good players. The whole team. So
What is their they don't really have that bad of a draft pick. I think they have a couple good picks right back to back, don't they?
I don't know the draft. No, they're like 7 or 8 because there was just a lot of crappy teams.
Oh, okay. I was thinking.
You get the NFL draft order. Oh yeah, they're number 3.
Arizona, right?
Yeah, Arizona. Yep, number 3.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah, so
okay.
it'll be interesting to see if they pick up something that changes them.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be very interesting. I think it's gonna take a couple years, so it's not whatever they do is not gonna happen next season. So
Yeah.
it's clearly a rebuild for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they pick absolute studs out of the draft out of nowhere for cheap or you know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
I mean anything could happen in the NFL, so
Oh, absolutely. No, I mean it's a carousel, and there's only 32 spots for that. You know what I mean?
yep.
That's it. You're the 32 best.
Right.
All right, we'll move on. There wasn't too much for us to talk about there, but we got old man Pete Carroll out the door. I wasn't expecting him to stick around. Yeah, well, I was gonna say I'm surprised he didn't quit halfway through the season. Be like, I'm done with it. I give up. I quit.
I mean, come on, dude. If you put yourself in Pete Carroll's shoes, right? What?
Those Velcro old man Velcro.
Yeah, New Balance.
Yeah, New Balance.
Yeah, yeah. Put
Exactly.
yourself in his shoes. What the hell else do you have to prove? You're not 65, Pete Carroll.
No, you're
You
85.
know? Exactly, bro. Retire, enjoy it. You know, he could. I'm sure he could be like a guest commentator or something. You know, or something. Like, come on. I'm sure he wants to enjoy the rest of his life. You know, retire. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, what is not like he's winning if okay, say another team picks him up for a year, you think he's really gonna win a Super Bowl depending on what team? I mean, in that year, I
No,
don't think
no,
so.
especially if you only had a 1 year plan with him. But they signed him
Yeah.
for 3. But
Yeah, but well now they gotta pay him. That's
yeah, no, that was a joke on them because They're still paying for their last two coaches.
I was just gonna say that they have a prior history
Yeah,
of saying, "Screw it, we're voiding your contract. We'll fucking pay you,
yeah. We
whatever.
don't need you. Just we'll
We
pay.
don't
We'll
need
pay
you."
you. But goodbye.
Like, they have a prone history now of uh, of them going like 1 year. All right, let's rebuild. It's like Raiders. You guys have been rebuilding for a very long time. It's
Hmm.
not just. I don't get it with them, but yeah, yeah, they got to pay him. They like doing that. Like, what was it? John Gruden was the last one, right?
Oh
That they
no.
or
Hang on. I'm bringing it up right now.
I could have swore.
No, he was a few
No?
few of them ago. Yeah, he coached back in 2020, so it's been 5 years now. But last season they gave the job to Antonio Pierce,
Oh, yes. I'm
the
sorry. I
player.
remember
But then
that.
before
Yes.
that, it was
Yep.
Belichick's buddy, Josh McDaniels.
Yeah, yeah. How
He
could
tried to
you
take
forget?
the New England, you know, approach, and it
Didn't
just
he
did.
get rid of everybody, clean house?
Yep, they cleaned house, and then that's when they let Antonio
Typical.
come in, and they paid him to fit, for the next year.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
How could you forget that?
before that, there was the intern who took over for John Gruden, and John Gruden was there for what looks like 2 3 years. Yeah, but yeah, no, I'm pretty sure they're still paying Gruden. They're paying, and then they're paying everybody in between.
Wow, that's crazy. Not really for them. It's pretty much the norm.
Yeah, Josh McDaniels was fired 8 games into his coaching. Like, oh, they just
Wow.
like MC is saying that they're a organization that do not give their coaches opportunity to feel it out, figure it out. You're
Ooh.
one and done,
We
halfway
ain't got
done.
time for
Oh, you
that
got
shit.
emails, you're done. It's just like, and they're paying them all. Everybody from
Oh
John
yeah.
Gruden till Pete Carroll, they're still paying for them.
Actually, you just reminded me. After we get off this podcast, I got to fill out my application for their head coach position.
Yeah, hear
I'll
that,
coach
Professor?
for 9 games, and then
He
he could pay me the
After he gets off
rest.
the call, he's gonna go put his name in to be a Vegas coach because they're just taking anybody and just paying them.
Anybody.
Yeah, I mean free money. Hey, I'll come coach. You're gonna fire me after 8 games? Cool. I'll get to watch the rest
Perfect.
of the season from home.
Yes, sir. Sign me up.
All right. Then we got the Browns coach, Kevin Stefanski.
Everybody's saying he is going to have a head coaching job, lickety lickety split. JP, I
Oh,
I I I beg a differ on that one, dude. I uh I think his ship sailed for a while on the coaching. Maybe it'll be like a offensive helper or something somewhere for I don't know, but I I didn't see any emotion from that guy hardly this season.
hmm
I just think he bit a little more than he could chew on the head coaching. So I think he's got a lot to learn yet. Uh,
Stefanski.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. I think he's the second best coach in the
I
carousel.
could be wrong, dude. I mean, he was the Browns,
Well,
so
I just think it's the Browns. I think they're like the Jets. They just don't have, or even the Raiders. They just don't have a smart organization. They have business
no.
people who do not know football.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah,
The
yeah. I
Browns.
didn't even really think of that. It could be that organization is just like you said. They just do not care or know what it takes to actually win, right?
Yeah, I mean,
So,
they got lucky this season because they paid Miles Garrett everything he could have ever wished for, so he would stay.
yeah,
And then he goes and has a great season. So it's like, damn,
we
congrats for
look good
him.
now.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure he got every bit of his bonus in his first year there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure.
He hit them all probably just this season. He's like, oh, those are my stipulations. All right, I'll just get it out of the
Got him.
way. And now he's gonna
Yeah.
coast. He's like, I got my 23 sacks. Give me 23 mil.
Jeez, dude.
If I was Miles Garrett, I would definitely have that written into my contract. 2 mil a
Right?
sack. It's gone
Dude,
up because I
dude,
can
and
get
he's
him.
playing for like the worst, almost damn near the closest worst team in the NFL,
Yeah,
bro. And
and that's what I'm saying.
you still go out there and you get that, bro? Come
Mm-hmm.
on, dude. You are I mean, there's no comparison, obviously, now. I
No, I
mean,
mean,
geez Louise.
don't get me wrong. I would be so afraid of him to go to any other team than to be on the very worst team. You know what I mean? Like, if he's on a team that's just a little
Oh
bit
my
better, he
goodness,
changes it.
dude.
Like
It's over.
no, no, no. I'm
Yeah.
not, no, no, no. Not even like a good team. Like I'm saying a middle team. Obviously we're a middle team now, but I'm not talking about us. I mean, like if he goes to Tampa Bay, game changer. You know, if he goes to like even the Vikings, I guess if he went to the Vikings, game
I was
changer.
thinking like I was thinking like the Chargers.
But Chargers, yeah,
Oh.
exactly.
Could you-
That would have been as crazy. Miles Garrett on the Chargers. That'd have been interesting.
That'd be yeah, that'd be
You know,
really wicked, huh?
yeah, because they don't have a defensive line, but they got good DBs. So it would have been like a whole different thing. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, I mean, yeah, back to Stefanski. We'll see. Obviously these are just.
Stefanski.
Well, yeah, it sounds like a wrestler name. And then another coach that I don't really know much about was the Raheem Morris for the Falcons. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Just the
Yeah, I don't really know like quite a few of these coaches really. I mean, that you listed off.
yeah. Well,
I mean,
he
obviously,
went 8-9 the last 2 years with the Falcons. So they've
uh,
gotten better players. They just haven't gotten better results.
uh, I mean, I'm, I'm glad we don't make those big
Yeah,
decisions.
yeah, yeah. No, Matt Ryan. And then the Brian Dayball from the Giants. I honestly would. I don't know if he's an offensive coordinator or an offensive type of coach, but I actually would like to see him as our offensive coordinator.
I think he is an offensive coach.
Yeah.
Uh, I think he really is. I could be wrong, but I really do. I think he is a really offensive wizard, I guess.
Now, I've heard there's a possibility he might step into a college role.
I did not hear that. Was that new? Something new that you heard then? Because I heard
Well,
he was.
yeah, it was discussed on a couple shows today. Just in theory, they're just saying like because John Harbaugh is going to definitely be the one to get the best job. The best coaching. He gets to pick which team he wants essentially, because 6 teams have called him as of the time when there were 6 coaches fired. So he was like people were reaching out to him real quick. Um,
I
and then
thought.
and then they're saying that Stefanski's probably going to go number 2, and then the teams that are remaining are such shit that the rest of the coaches might just retire. Like that was kind of the joke. It was like, man, I don't want to go coach the Titans. I don't want to go coach the Falcons.
I was.
I really don't want to coach the Browns. But the only reason why I'd want to coach the Browns is because they have Miles Garrett, great. There's a lot of hype now because Shadur came in and started those 4 or 5 games at the end and was actually pretty decent. Like they've all been talking about, hey, let's look at all. He's got more positives than negatives. You know, for being a Browns quarterback, you got to kind of think of it that way too. Like Sure, he wasn't better than, Jackson Dart this year or any of those guys, but just coming
Bro,
in and getting those couple of games and learning who's their wide receivers, Jerry Judy and the rookie tight end, that Fannin Jr. He actually they've deemed him like the diamond in the rough in the draft because he just turned on this year.
Jerry Judy, he's like drop king, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that's who he's throwing to.
I don't think I think Shador maybe at one point in time later in his career could be something special, maybe.
Yeah.
But they got to build around him if they want to save his career.
Exactly. No, and that's going to be the biggest.
If they did that, then my opinion would probably change with lickety split on that one because A, he's gonna have time back there to paint a picture, So and he does have a really incredible arm now if he could just be accurate. And if his receivers could catch the ball, I think a lot of those interceptions, they wouldn't have happened. Well,
Mhm.
they'd still happen, but not as many,
Right.
you know. But yeah, he could be a great star if they build around him. But that organization is not known for that.
No.
So
No, not at all.
how long is Shador in Cleveland for? How
He
long?
just got drafted this year, so he's got at least 4 years. So he's got three
Uh,
more.
well, I knew he was a rookie, but yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Rookies all get 4 years. Like the first 3 or 4 rounds, they get 4 years, and then after that, it's like two with an option to just cut them.
Gotcha.
And then Brian Callahan, the Titans coach, another coach I don't think has got a chance in hell to get on a team. So good luck, buddy.
Yeah. Best of luck to you.
Yeah, he went 4-19 over 23 games because he got canned halfway through the season. So in 23 games, he only went 4-19, and they
That's a
had the number one.
great
Huh?
that's a great record.
Yeah, looks like my old Madden record against Timmy.
Right? Yeah, I've
Uh,
been ass at batting lately. But yeah.
uh, let me see here.
Oh,
Well,
oh, Brad Holmes was supposed to have that press conference today. Did you
I haven't. I've been kind of busy working out and listening to Law and Order type of stuff on my phone.
I kind of seen like parts of it, but I didn't I can't make a assumption. I gotta watch the whole thing.
Hmm.
So I didn't know. I have to watch it later.
Gotcha, gotcha. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little commercial break here, and we will catch you guys on the other side. Who bet?
Free bet.
There's a light that shines on the sunny side of
Hope
the
you
street.
enjoyed your little break there, and we're gonna get into some bowl games. We got one on right now. We're 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter, and Miami is up 3-0, and they have the ball at the moment. Uh, I'm over here rooting for Ole Miss. We got Trinidad Chamberlain, who's a two-time Division II champion with the Ferris State Bulldogs. I didn't go there, but I did go over there one time to party. It was all right. It was fun. But yeah, no. Now that Georgia's no longer in the playoffs, I am not interested in Miami winning because I wanted to see Carson Beck go beat Georgia. Just to take out his old team. Uh, yeah. You have any thoughts on this game?
Miami and would you say again?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Miami's gonna just. It's not even gonna be a close game.
You think
Just,
Miami's about to go nuts?
I think so.
All right, we'll see, buddy. We'll see here. We got a little competition going in the old office. Ah,
Yeah. Yep. I haven't really watched. Taking a gamble on my. I'm just going by Miami's always been good at, well, decent at, ball. So,
mm-hmm.
I mean, why would they produce bad ball now, right?
I know. I mean, it is hilarious that he's still in the playoffs and Georgia's at home now.
Isn't it? Isn't that? You would have thought it would have been vice versa.
Yeah, you wouldn't have thought Georgia. I mean, Georgia made it to the game just before this, so it's not like they were a crap team. They just, you know, 2 games short of the championship. But I
Yeah.
mean, to think that your starting quarterback goes down with an injury, you bring in the next guy, and then you tell your guy, hey, retire or transfer. He goes to another team, and he's going to take that team to the championship, dude. Ball. You know,
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
yeah, that'll be a cool storyline. And then tomorrow night, we have Oregon versus Indiana. I'm rooting for Indiana, man. I mean, they're both Big Ten teams, which is cool. So I wouldn't hate it if either team went, because it's guaranteed to have a Big Ten team in the championship. And
I
and it's
think,
not Ohio State, so that's great.
yeah, I think Oregon might be the upset here.
Maybe they have the possibility to do it. Oh,
Yeah,
and you know what's
yeah.
hilarious now that I think about it?
What's that?
The quarterback for Indiana and the quarterback for Oregon are projected to go 1 and 2 in the draft. I just thought about that. That's going to be interesting.
Well,
Yeah,
you know where they're going.
yeah. Well, yeah. It's already projected that Mendoza's going to the Raiders, and what's his face is going to go to. Oh, I just had a draft order. The Jets. Dante Moore is
Right?
going to the Jets.
I was gonna say you gotta get the Jets on there for sure. Man, I don't know. Indiana's looking good, so
Yeah.
it's hard to call on that. But I just have an upset. I just think Oregon might
Huh?
they do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yep. But yeah, no, those are the bowl games. Um, let's talk about um. I must have kicked it out. I had the NFL playoffs. All right. Uh, no, that's not the playoffs either. All right, here we go. So kicking it off Saturday. Yep, kicking it off Saturday. Rams and Panthers, bro. You there?
You asking me
Oh
who I
God.
think's gonna?
Yeah, yeah. I would
Yeah.
just some quick thoughts about it because we already kind of talked about them the other day, but just some quick thoughts about them.
Look, uh, I mean, on paper, um, the Rams are it shouldn't even be a competition, but the Panthers though are just they're so low key underrated, I think. So it could go either way. Uh, I think honestly Stafford, just because he's got the experience in the playoffs, I just it could go his way, but then again, it could have
Keeler out.
one one more bad off season or off game, which would be only what, game number two,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So that's a hard one.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be, but yeah, you get it, you know.
All right. Then the late game is going to be the Packer Bears.
Oh man, oh geez, oh man, I want to say the Bears, but man, if Jordan Love playing, is he
Oh yeah,
playing?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Is he gonna come out, rusty, or is he gonna come out ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know on that. I'd say the Bears, but Packers could do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Then we got the Bills Jaguars.
Oh, I'm sticking to what I said before. I'm going Trevor Lawrence, bro. I just think the Bills, it's just not. Josh Allen is just he's been struggling all year, bro. Um, I just think Trevor Lawrence is just they're too young talent over there versus the Bills, bro. And Trevor Lawrence has got way more to prove than Josh Allen right now.
Yeah,
So
yeah, absolutely.
that's where I'm going.
Then we got the 49ers at the Eagles.
49ers, just because I dislike the Eagles so much, dude. I really don't like the 49ers either. Um, I think they're both not good at all, but they're good enough to be in the playoffs. So I go with 49ers.
Okay, okay. Then we got the Chargers Patriots.
Patriots.
Oh, quick one. And then we got the Texans Steelers.
Oh man, why do you do this to me?
Because, man, we actually got good playoffs this year. Like, every game is 50-50 except for maybe the Rams Panthers. But the reason why you got to kind of consider it 50-50 is because the last time they played in the season, the Panthers beat them. So there's the chance that they could do it again, but I don't think they're going to beat the Rams twice.
Hear me out.
I'm listening.
Okay,
You got my ear.
hear this out. Aaron Rodgers, yes, he could be the man. He could be, right?
Hmm.
Could be. I don't think the Steelers. I don't think their defense is gonna be good enough against the Houston's. Against Houston's defense is just so much more better, and I think Aaron Rodgers he's good for that turnover and the interception, and I think with the Texans, you do that interception, the momentum's gonna
Oh,
shift.
oh, Miss just scored. Let's go.
The momentum's gonna shift, and it's never gonna stop.
Hmm.
I'm going with Houston.
Wow, I like that. I'm also I'm rooting for Houston also. Like, don't get me wrong. I've told this probably on every other podcast that I've been on, just ours. And I've said you know, it would be cool if the Steelers made it, but they have the toughest road for sure.
They do, man.
And
They do.
then Stafford to do it on the other side, and for them to meet in the Super Bowl for one last game, because it'd be cool to see Stafford retire after beating Aaron Rodgers one more time to stop him from getting another ring. That'd be great because
Yeah.
they both have one, and then they'd be both be fighting for number two. Like,
Mhm. I mean, I like where your mind's going, dude, but I just think in reality, Um,
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is he can only throw up so Hail Marys, man. And those Hail Marys are just gonna run out of places to be caught, right? And
Yeah.
that defense, boy, I told you before, man. That's what's got them into where they're at, dude. Defense wins games, and I think Aaron Rodgers he's just gonna panic when that defensive line is crushing in on him. He's got nowhere to go. You know what he's gonna do. He's gonna panic. He's gonna try throwing the ball away. He's going to either throw an interception or he's gonna fumble the ball. Something crazy is going to happen, and that momentum, you're not stopping it against the Texans.
Right.
But I'd love to see me wrong, and I'd love to see Aaron Rodgers you go get that ring, man. I mean, considering what happened to him
In Green
last
Bay.
season, and
Oh,
then, and
yeah.
then he comes back. It's not like he just sat on the couch, man, resting
No.
that injury. He put in work, I'm
Right.
sure. He had to. And for him to get back out there and be signed by another team, because everybody was kind of writing him off. you know, like no teams are gonna want him, you know. And then poof, he's for the Steelers. So it'd be kind of cool to see me wrong and see him go, but I just don't think that team's tough enough to do it.
Hmm.
So it'd still be cool though.
Yeah. No. That is, obviously those storylines are probably going to be the most controversial through the playoffs. Is just Stafford and Rodgers. The old dogs.
Who do
Everybody
you
else.
think?
Huh?
Who do you think though? You ask me. What's your opinion, real quick?
On what?
Just on all the playoff games.
Uh Well, I mean, the Rams Panthers. I certainly am rooting for the Rams. The Panthers could do it. Packers Bears. I hate both teams. I wish they could. I wish they could tie and not double knockout. You know what I mean? But
What?
I don't. Honestly, like at this point, I would rather the Packers win it all than the Bears win one game. You know what I mean? Like I do not want to see
Yeah,
Ben Johnson with the freaking ring. I will
I
be
know.
it will be the most sad off season I will have ever had in my life. Like,
I know it, dude. I know.
oh my goodness, like, oof, oof. But yeah, I could live with the Packers because it's not the Aaron Rodgers Packers. But I still hate the Packers, so I don't, whoever wins this game, they gotta lose. I want them to lose the next game for sure. So yeah, we'll go Packers. And then we got the Bills Jaguars. You got the middle-aged Josh Allen. He's a solid player, but the team just didn't look as crisp as it has in the past. They're going into a new stadium, and I don't know. I don't think they're taking a ring with them, so I think the Jaguars are going to pull this one off. You know, Goldilocks over there is going to take them to the chip. I think they look like the coolest team on that side. Then we got the 49ers Eagles. I just feel like the Niners are on a whole different level, and they have a lot of injuries, and they're what we should have been 2 years ago or last year. They're just, for some reason, they figured it out with all their injuries, and the people that are stepping up are really stepping up, so the offense can just flourish. Because that's what they are. They're a run and gun team. They got talent everywhere, and even when they're hurt, they still have talent ready to go. They got Kittle, they got McCaffrey. Brock Purdy is actually a really decent quarterback. They ended up snagging somebody. I can't think of the name at the moment, but they snagged a wide receiver that really helped them out a lot halfway down the stretch there. So I'm going 49ers. And then
I like.
Chargers versus Patriots. Patriots, like just as you did, like there's really no debate in there. The Patriots are
Yeah,
just
I know, right?
just something different. Now, don't get me wrong, Jim Harbaugh could cook up, some sign stealing and pull this one off. But how great would that be? How great would it be for Harbaugh to cheat against the Patriots? Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
but hey, yeah, I think the Patriots, I think it'll come down to them and the Jaguars. And then Texans Steelers. I think the Texans probably have the best defense in this entire playoff.
Mhm.
And their offense is decent enough to where if they could put up 21 points or 20, 5, 6 points, the defense is going to hold their opponent to less than 20. It's just, they're hot right now. The Texans. They started out the mid-season, the beginning of the season, kind of like one and done, one win, one loss, one win, one loss, and it wasn't looking smooth. But then just the last like 5, 6 weeks, man, their division was bad enough to where they could float it up to the top because the Colts just fell off. Poor team. After Daniel Jones got hurt, their team just sunk. That was, isn't that crazy?
It's very crazy. It's
I
very
don't think
odd.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. A team come out 8-2, and then go 1-8, or whatever at the end of it. Just
Oh, I mean, not. I mean, what was it? Tom Brady and the Patriots, where they went undefeated and then lost to the to Eli.
yeah, yep.
So that's nobody saw that, you know. So yeah, and you'd rather lose than like that at the
Yeah.
very end, you know. That'd be a shitty way to go, you know.
Um. But yeah, no, that's those are the playoff games for the weekend. Now I wanted to try a little something new here, just because it's the end of the year, and I feel like this could be like a yearly episode thing here. Uh, where we're gonna talk about the league's leading stats or the stat leaders for each position and stuff like that.
Okay.
Uh, Offensive leaders this year. You know who was number one in passing yards?
Number one in passing
Yep.
yards. Ooh,
Hey,
well,
professor, come here for a minute. You're gonna
I'm
play.
gonna
You're gonna play a little. We're
say
gonna play a little guessing game here to see how well professor knows these things.
I'm gonna say Caleb Williams is like
Hold on, hold on. Let me grab a drink.
Jared Goff, maybe.
Over here, and I'm gonna ask you. I don't want you. I don't want you to look at the screen. I'm gonna give you. I'm looking at the NFL stat leaders for this year, and I just want to see how well you've been paying attention this year. So we're gonna start with offense. Who was the passing leader? Who had the most passing yards?
Uh,
Did you? You can guess too, MC.
I'm gonna say what's New England?
Drake May.
Yeah,
Drake May was fourth.
fourth.
Yep.
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams isn't even top five.
Wow.
Really? All right, Jared Goff then.
Maybe Trevor. Did Trevor make it?
Jared Goff was number two. Trevor was six.
Oh, and then so we got
Jared Goff was number two, really?
Yeah, dude, our offense was actually really good. It was just some games we just played weird.
Matt Stafford.
Wow. Ooh.
Yep, Stafford is number one.
No, that's the odds of that. They both got traded to the opposite teams.
They got traded to the opposite teams, and they're both killing it with
One
those
and
teams.
two.
Yeah.
All right, now we're gonna go to rushing. Who was the whoa? That actually surprised me. What? Okay, you guys, some interesting ones here. All right, I'll let you guys go ahead and crack at it. Who was the rushing leader for yards?
Bijan.
Bijan was 4.
Wow. Good
Sure,
difference.
or Gibbs.
Nah,
Gibbs was 7. That actually surprised me. I thought he had more, but he only had 1,200 yards.
Hunter.
Oh no, never mind. Oh, Henry, Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry was number 2, and that actually surprised me. But
Wow, that's. I was just gonna say,
but
no, it's not him.
for wow, yeah, I mean, he had 4 fumbles this year,
That
but he actually still had 16 touchdowns.
who? Really?
Derrick Henry, but he didn't get him until after the frickin' fantasy
That's
was
the guy
over.
From,
Jalen Warren.
Yeah, Jalen. No, Jalen Warren is number 19. He was 50 yards short of 1,000.
wow.
Who'd you guess?
For number one,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say Christian McCaffrey.
McCaffrey was 8.
Wow.
He was underneath Gibbs. He was 10 yards short of Gibbs.
Wow. I can't even think now.
All right, I'll give you a hint. Josh Allen is his quarterback.
Oh yeah, Cook. Yeah.
James Cook, yep.
In fact, I remember watching that game.
Yeah, no, he had a great year. He had 1,600 yards.
I would have never. I was never gonna.
I know he had
guess him.
some great games, but I just didn't know he had the yardage. That actually surprised me. I thought Gibbs would have been higher,
So
but I also
did I.
remember Gibbs caught a lot of passes out of the backfield, and then
Well, learned something new today.
okay, we just hit our 10-minute mark for part 2. So, I mean, this is actually kind of interesting. All right,
Long
Now-
podcast.
now we're going on to the wide receivers.
Okay.
Who had the most receiving yards?
That's gonna be a tough one now too.
Oh, I'm surprised.
Oh, I got it.
Who?
Puka Nuka.
Puka was number 2, and he was short like 80,
Wow.
70, 80 yards. He was short by number 2.
He'd have that by halftime.
Well, he got hurt for a couple games, so yeah, he was supposed to be the first guy to hit 2,000 or to get to 2,000.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson.
Jefferson
Ooh,
was?
no. Hold on.
Say, he did.
No, that was. I'm just saying who MC's guess was. Justin Jefferson was number 12. He actually had he barely got 1,000 yards. He's 1,046 or 8. JMO had more than Justin Jefferson this year. Let's go.
Let's go, man.
JMO was number 9.
313, baby.
George Pickens was actually number 3. He had a good year, and CD Lamb had 1,000. That's crazy. Oh, I forgot to say that Prescott was the number 3 quarterback after Stafford and Goff.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he still threw for like 4,600.
Yeah.
Would have never suspected that. Well,
What do
he
you-
did sling
What
it
do
a
you
lot.
mean you would suspect that? You're the one who called him an elite quarterback when he was coming up against us, dude. That was still one of my favorite moments of all time. Like, you were so pissed that we lost to whoever we played before, and you're just like, our defensive backs, they just can't, they just can't capture. Oh, cool, we got somebody guessing in the chat. I didn't look at my chat here. Hell yeah. Sorry, Cam, I didn't see you pop in, bro. Yeah, no, let's go. You guys still can't figure it out?
No.
No, I mean, if the chat's got some. they
The chat got it. The chat guessed it.
Chase.
Okay.
JSN, Jackson Smith Najigba, for the Seattle Seahawks.
yeah,
was your
Jigba.
number 1 wide receiver this year.
He was like my
That's-
third,
Yeah.
gonna be my third or fourth
Can't
pick.
pronunciate
So
those names, so I don't remember.
You know who I feel really bad for? Who's not even in the
Who?
top 50?
who?
Mike Evans.
Yeah.
Because this season he ties Jerry Rice's most 1,000-yard seasons. If he would have
Yeah.
had just one more, that would have been like his. I mean, he already got a Super Bowl and he's had great seasons, so he's going to get a ring anyway. But that would put him into like
Yeah.
a legendary stat. I mean, being tied is okay, but like,
Yeah, you want to be.
it's different eras. You should be able to get at least a little bit more.
Well, he was.
Yeah, he was hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, to give it the benefit of the doubt for him, he was, like you said, hurt. So
Yep. All right.
but
We got
still.
about 6 minutes left in our call here, so we're going to go ahead. So those were the receiving, completion. All right, let's go defense. Okay, you ready? Here's the tackle leaders. No, I'm not expecting you guys to get all of these guys or any of these guys, but there's some names up here you guys should be able to guess who are at least in the
Okay.
top 10 here. So for tackles, total tackles.
C.J. Watt.
No Watts. Nope. It's actually all linebackers.
Oh,
There's a couple of
Okay.
safeties down in the 20s, but it's all linebackers.
I'm gonna say Jack Campbell.
Jack Campbell was number 2. He had 176 tackles this season.
That sounds about right
Yeah, dude.
for him.
89 solo and 87 assisted. So, but he's number 2, and only by like 6 or 7. So
Who's that? Who's that
I
guy?
don't know if you guys are gonna guess him because he doesn't get talked about a lot.
Who's that? Yeah, I was gonna say the guy from Houston there,
No,
but can't remember his name.
Will Anderson.
He's
Number
not. There's no.
39.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no way he was even close to Jack Campbell. So,
No. But number 1 is Jordan Brooks from Miami.
really?
Yeah, the Miami linebacker killed it this year. He didn't have as
Okay.
many sacks or anything like that, but because Jack Campbell had 5 sacks this year, 9 tackle for losses,
Forward,
3
my man.
forced fumbles, and 2 recovered fumbles, fumble recovery. So Jack Campbell's a dog. You got to pay that guy.
Yeah, any guy that goes in and plays with his lips split like that.
Zach Bond was 24. Yeah, let me make sure I get my chat over here.
We just threw some tape on it. I was like, Jack Campbell reminds me of that guy that cut his finger off to get back in the game back in the day.
Oh, Ronnie Lott.
Yes, sir.
All right, now we're gonna head down to sacks. You
Okay.
guys, if you guys get this wrong, you guys are not allowed to come back next week.
Oh shit.
Who was the sack leader this year?
Oh, come on. Come on, dude. I'll let Professor do that one. Do the
Oh,
honors.
Jack Campbell was number 2, and it was Jordan Brooks was number 1.
yeah. No, I know that.
Oh, I was just answering the chat.
Oh,
I'll
No,
let
number
Professor
2.
go.
Number 2 with 16 was Brian Burns from the Giants. And then number 3 was Donnell Hunter from the Texans. And number 4 was our boy Aiden Hutchinson. He had 14 and a half sacks, so he still had a killer season, man.
yeah, anytime you get 12, 13, 14, you've had a good year.
I trained him.
You trained him. He had 36 solo tackles, 18 assists. He accumulated 105 yards in sack yards. So he essentially sacked somebody down the whole field if it was just one guy.
Yeah.
He had 3 pass deflects. He had 1 interception for 58 yards. He had 4 forced fumbles and 1 recovery. So we were on the ball with the turnovers, at least causing them. Some interesting names on the list. Micah Parsons had 12 sacks. Will Anderson had 12 as well.
Where's Trey Henderson on that list?
Trey Henderson?
Don't you see him?
Uh,
It causes a lot of havoc.
I don't think he played much this year. I am not seeing any Bingle on this list. No Bingle. Nope. But what do we got left? We got almost a minute and a half here, so let me see if you can guess the interception leader real quick. Oh, you probably won't. I don't know these guys.
Yeah, I am drawn.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot of DBs with just the same amount, so that's
A
not
lot of
even
a
great.
lot of a lot to go through
Well,
within
there wasn't a lot of
110.
interceptions. The highest guy only had 6 or 7, so that was, he's tied with like 14 other people.
Oh,
But yeah, no, thank you guys for tuning in to the pre-bet show. This is our long extended episode that I'm gonna figure out how to do some editing and stuff. Um, yeah, no, some of the future episodes we're thinking about doing a live draft thing with our live reactions. Yeah. So hopefully this episode was interesting. Like, comment, and subscribe again if you haven't already.
stay tuned.
Yeah, and check out our shorts.
That's right. Pre-bet.
Pre-bet.